Welcome to this week's 3 Good Minutes. We at Congregational Church of the Valley, United Church of Christ sure hope you find a midweek moment of inspiration and perhaps even a topic for contemplation in these offerings. One contemporary Christian author I find particularly inspiring these days is the American Benedictine nun, theologian, author, and speaker Joan Chittister. Sometimes her quotes make the rounds in Facebook memes, and one I saw the other day resonated deeply with me, and it might with you too. She said, "Too many times we insist on loving people the way we want to love them instead of the way they need to be loved." And I had to pause and think about that for a bit, especially as I reflect over my years of parenting. It's kind of humbling when you start to admit to yourself that you simply do not always know what's best for others, even your children, even if you think you do. Maybe we presume too much. Sister Joan has dedicated her life to voicing questions that test popularly accepted truths of the day, and as such, she rocks the status quo a bit. And I am working on getting more and more open to testing what is so very old school about me. The other night, my husband and I began to reminisce very fondly about our college days. We both loved our experience of leaving home, living in dorms, making friends, attending our respective college games and concerts, getting intellectual stimulation, and simply availing ourselves of all of the life-expanding wonders that going away to college can bring. Over a few glasses of wine, we told a few old college stories to one another that were so funny they about brought us to tears. And then we lamented together that this was not the route our only child took. We took our daughter down to the University of Arizona the fall after she graduated from high school, and she totally bombed out, socially and sort of academically. She insisted that this was not for her, and I yelled back that she didn't even try. I was bound and determined that she have the same great experience, college experience that I did, that her dad did. Fortunately, my aunt was visiting about this time, and she took our daughter out one afternoon and really listened to her. My aunt reported back to me that my daughter did indeed want to go to college, but she did not want to live there. She did not want the University of Arizona. And so, my daughter became a commuter student, taking classes at the local community college, and then she graduated with a 4-year degree, all done strictly by commuting while working concurrently. And this all worked well for her. The truth is, she is not me. She is not my husband. She needed to do this her own way, in her own time. My husband and I had to learn to put away our expectations and manage our own nostalgia and not imagine that her life experience needed to be similar to ours. Again, Sister Joan's quote, "Too many times we insist on loving people the way we want to love them instead of the way they need to be loved." Who in our lives needs us to step back a bit? What we want for someone is not always what they want or need. I think the quote speaks well to our deep need for control. But as we journey on spiritually, perhaps in our relationships, we can actually practice letting go and letting God. May that be so. Amen.